One of the things that we've noticed is there's a little bit of a tale of two cities when it comes to nonprofits. There are certain sectors and certain nonprofits that are doing incredibly well. So think about a major university. There's almost no major university that's not launched a capital campaign, is in the middle of raising or have already raised $1 billion is not unusual. But these are top tier major universities. The same would be true for very large hospitals and also large art institutions. So those are doing incredibly well on average. But then you go to human services and you go to the small and medium-sized nonprofit, and it is a completely different world. A lot of the dollars are shifting away from them into some of the larger institutions that have professionalized fundraising and have a cadre of individuals that are going out soliciting money. So that really creates tension within the nonprofit community because of the haves and the have-nots. That trend looks like it's unfortunately going to continue. Another very interesting trend is as this becomes 6% of GDP, we see a bevy of intermediaries between the donor and the nonprofit organization that probably weren't nearly as prevalent 20 years ago. So examples of that would be private foundations that we were talking about, like the Gates Foundation, but a slew of other private foundations. The role of donor-advised funds. Many don't realize that 5 of the top 10 charities for donations this past year were donor-advised fund vehicles like Fidelity, Goldman Sachs, Schwab, and even the Silicon Valley Community Foundation. So these intermediaries play a critical role for the donors and for the nonprofits. But it's really important for the donor to make sure that they're getting good value when the intermediaries come into play.